Hi, I'm back again. How are you? Hope all is well. Hope your week is going well. Um, I'm actually going on to the chapter of Make America Communicate Again this week. And the reason I'm doing this chapter this week is because of the impeachment. Now, no matter what side you're on for this impeachment, we all have to learn to communicate, right? We have to communicate it. So, I'm going to quote George Bush. This is George H.W. Bush. Don't confuse being soft with seeing the other guy's point of view. So, that's one thing that I don't see from our leaders, that they're not really kind of looking at each other's point of view. But I also don't see that from my peers, from a lot of my friends, are also doing the same thing. And so that's one thing I want to encourage us all to do, is to try to see each other's point of view a little bit more, Communication is exceedingly important. It's important to anything. It's the number one reason why marriages fail. So if marriage, and that's an intimate thing, you met somebody, you fell in love with them, and you wanted to spend the rest of your life with them, and you had a big party, and everybody came, and you still got divorced because you couldn't communicate. If we, on the macro level of a country, don't learn to communicate, there goes that big great divide again, right? So what is communication? Communication is listening, right? We have to listen. It's being respectful. And it's even being respectful even if you disagree. Sometimes it's agreeing to disagree. It's just showing respect is part of communication. But listening is very important, and active listening. One of the things I kind of want to say right now is that no matter what side you're on in terms of the impeachment, it doesn't matter, whatever side that you're on, don't gloat. Don't gloat. If your guy's getting impeached, and, this isn't baseball. It's not football. It's not soccer. We're not sitting on the soccer field watching our kids play, and the other team is getting creamed. This is our country. And whether you like the president or not, this is our country, right? So it's not like one score for you, another score for you, go, rah, team, go. No, this is our country. You can't be happy that half the country is unhappy, right? No matter what you think is right, you have a right to think what is right. But don't gloat, because there is 50% of the country that is really unhappy about that. And then there's the other side. If your guy is being impeached and you're getting one for your team, don't gloat. Both sides. Stop. And stop, agree to disagree. There's a big disagreement going on. Sometimes we just have to learn to, right? Unfortunately. On a macro level, we do need to learn to communicate, and in that communication, there's listening to each other's viewpoints, although they be different. It's showing compassion to the other person's point of view. It's being humble a little bit, both sides. It's like Team America. That's what we really are. And I know any person listening, including myself when I'm talking, has a point of view. I have a point of view. You have a point of view. You might have the opposite point of view as me. You might have the same point of view as me. It doesn't matter. Whatever your point of view is, we have to be compassionate. We have to be humble. We have to listen. In other words, no name calling, right? The other side is not the enemy. How they derived at that opinion is how they derived at that opinion. And as I said a couple of weeks ago, whatever your opinion is, make sure it's your opinion and you're not being led by some other person's soundbite. Really do the research, and that goes for both sides. What's really the truth? right? But no matter how you slice it, the other person that has a different point of view, they're not stupid because they don't agree with you. They don't deserve to be name called. They're not evil. They're not bad. They're not XYZ. They're not. They're just not. Show respect. Agree to disagree. So, one of the other things I kind of wanted to bring up here is that Mark Twain actually said it pretty good. He said it most eloquently. If you have nothing to say nothing. And also Joel Osteen, whether you're a believer or not, this is very good advice. You can change your world by changing your words. Remember, death and life are in the power of the tongue. So, we have to be careful about what we say. Whatever your opinion is right now, make it fact-based and make it kind and make it respectful. So it's short and sweet this week. Have a great week, and thanks for tuning in.